Anything goes. That's probably the most famous or infamous slogan to qualify contemporary art. And it's true. If you were a painter in 16th century Italy, there was a very limited number of quests you could pursue. You could glorify wealthy patrons, you could paint mythological beings, often pretexting mythology to paint naked women, or you could glorify the church. And that's about it. In the 20th century, the space of possibilities has become vast. There's about anything you could do as an artist, but with the space of possibility comes responsibility and a great difficulty. What should you focus on for at least a few years, maybe for a career as an artist? What's a quest worth pursuing? And how can you convey your very personal quest with its personal references to others? Because this is difficult, I created the summer school From Self to Statement, Ways to Mediate Your Art for the Berlin Art Institute. My name is Klaus Speidel. I will be your instructor for 5 days during this summer school. I've worked for the Centre Pompidou in Paris, the MUMOC, the Albertina, or the Belvedere in Vienna, the Schirmkunsthalle, and have worked with many artists, helping them to find their voice, find a way to convey their quest to others, and invite them along on their journey. We will start by looking at different ways you could approach your artwork, focusing on concepts that go into it. Some practices are really focused on the conceptual side of things, like here, Nikolaus Ganster's work. This is a drawing about thinking, different ways of thinking, thinking about something, or thinking with the body, the mind, with others, for instance. But there are also practices like Caroline Chalon-Belval's that are much more focused on expression and trying to capture a moment, in this case, a moment in the cold while the French National Library was being built, and she went to the building site with a special permit to do paintings there very quickly. You could focus on a connection to the world, or focus on a connection to other art and your way of pursuing an existing quest. All of these things are within the space of possibilities, and there are many more. I will lay them out for you in order to help you to then focus on one of these spaces, and within that space develop your own quest. And even if you've been doing art for many years, this doesn't mean that you know how to speak about it and that you know how to answer a spontaneous question by someone at a dinner. What do? Do you freeze at that moment and you're like, oh my God, what should I say? Well, if that's the case, this summer school is really for you. I would be happy if you joined me. My name is Klaus Speidel, and I will be your instructor for 5 days this summer in Berlin.